last week I did a story time where I told y'all about the lady who lived across the street from me, Elsbeth, who had a pet skunk, and she was so worried that someone was going to find out about her pet skunk, Rowena, and kill it, that I thought she did drugs because she was so secretive. Remember? Just a week ago I told you that story, okay? Now I'm going to tell you another story. If you look real close, right there on my finger, you see those white lines? You see those? You know what that is? That's scars from a squirrel bite. I got bit by a squirrel. I ran away from my group home one night in the middle of the night. It's a long story. Me and 3 other girls ended up stealing a girl's grandma's car and ended up on the parkway, and they went off to go do their thing at a waterfall, and I was stuck by myself in the car and had nothing to do. So I started looking around, and I found a tire and a rope, and I was like, oh, I'll just tie a tire swing. That'll give me something to do. So I tied the tire to my back with the rope and then climbed the tree 30, 40 feet up in the air. I go to reach up on the branch, and I stick my hand into a squirrel den. They fucking attacked my hand. That's where I got the scars from. They bit me, they scratched me, my whole fucking hand was ripped the fuck up, okay? I fell the 30 or 40 feet, but thank God I had the tire on my back, or I probably wouldn't be having this discussion with you right now. But here's what's important about that. Not that that happened, because, I mean, that happened. That happened. Here's the important information. I sneak back, we sneak go girl's grandma's car back into her garage. We walk an hour back to our group home. We sneak back into our group home, wake up the next morning and act like nothing fucking happened, okay? Staff immediately. Shauna, what happened to your hand? I don't know. I woke up like this. I don't know what happened. It was obvious, scratch marks. Like, it was obvious I had been attacked by a rodent or a small creature of some kind. But they were like, okay. So 3, 4, 5 days later, they come back and they're like, Shauna, your hand is pretty purple and red and inflamed, and we might need to take you to the urgent care to get that looked at. Okay. Whole ride to the fucking urgent care, an hour to the fucking urgent care. Okay? An hour to the fucking urgent care. The whole ride. It's better for you if you just tell us what happened before we get there than if we find out when we get there. You know that, right? What happened? I mean, you can tell me. I don't know what you're talking about. I woke up like this. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I just woke up like this. The doctor clocked it immediately. He walked in immediately, took my hand. You got bit by a squirrel, bitch. You got attacked by a squirrel. A squirrel? Shauna, how did you get attacked by a squirrel? Now, this doctor immediately, I'm a kid from a fucking group home who's been attacked by a squirrel. Where the fuck do you think he goes? He's immediately like, what did you do to make the squirrel bite you? What did you do to make the squirrel bite you? Sir, I am not a psychopath. I was not trying to hurt that motherfucking squirrel. It's not what you think, sir. So then I was like, well, I got really bored and I wanted to see a waterfall, so I snuck into old girl's house and stole a car. I didn't steal it. We have permission to drive it. I won't get in any trouble. You can ask her. She didn't mind. But I took it without her permission because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I didn't want to wake her up. So anyway, I snuck into her garage, took her car, drove up to the parkway, went to see a waterfall, but it was too cold to swim in the water. So then I just thought I'd tie a tire swing, from the trunk of the car to the tree. But then I climbed up into the tree and I stuck my hand in the squirrel's den and the squirrel attacked me. And then I fell. And that's what happened. And he did not believe me. He was like, oh, that's a very fantastical story that you're telling, until I took my shirt off and I had a big old purple motherfucking bruise the size of a motherfucking tire all on my back from where I had boomed so fucking hard that there was a huge motherfucking bruise. And I was like, oh, really? I pulled my shirt off and I was like, see? And then he was like, you really did. Okay. Yeah, okay, so you're lucky that you have that tire. I know, right? Anyway, my point is, at no point, this doctor was more concerned with the fact that I might be a psychopath torturing animals than he was at all with the animal having rabies. Rabies was never mentioned, and I am in a state-run group home with a state facility operator right next to me. You want to talk about, motherfucking, like if anybody should have cared, it would have been in that scenario, and no one cared. He said, okay, I'm going to give you a steroid shot, and I'm going to give you an antibiotic, and I don't recommend you climb any more trees anytime in the near future. And that was it. It sent me on my way. He didn't ask me, where was that squirrel? We need to go find that squirrel, make sure that squirrel didn't have rabies. Nothing. Nobody, he never once mentioned rabies. So I am really starting to question the whole Peanut the squirrel situation now. Like, knowing what I know about how fucking scared Elsbeth was about losing Rowena, I thought, bitch is just being fucking paranoid. But lots of people are paranoid. That's not a big deal. Knowing what I know about that, and knowing how nonchalant that doctor was about the fact that I had multiple squirrel bites on my hand and days had gone by, really makes me question that Peanut the squirrel. I think there might be more to that story.